Hey everyone, it's me, Barbara. I just want to let you guys know how amazing this internship was for Grace Bible Church this summer. I had a great time. I was pushed, I was challenged, and I had a really great time just, partnering up with different ministries and just sharing their testimonies through social media, through the website, and just partnering with my other peers to do the video announcements, do flyers, and things like that. But before we get into what God has done through the digital media team, I want to talk about my section of the digital media team, which is social media, the website, and an email blast. So my favorite part was social media. That's where I was mostly active. And with social media, I had a chance to really be a part of the different ministries and what they're doing. For example, the Spanish ministry was doing a yard sale one day, and I was able to capture moments of them doing this yard sale so they can send a pastor on a mission trip to just help out in those different countries. I also remember staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning just to see Brother Gene and the other missionaries go off to Malawi and capturing them praying and capturing them just preparing themselves mentally and spiritually just to go on this mission trip. With that particular post, there was like 119 people that was just loving the post and was commenting on the post and just praying for them while they're away, and just to even share the results from when they came back and all the people that were blessed and all the people that were saved and all the people that were trained at the pastor's conference. That was absolutely amazing. What I would like to see more of is ministries being excited about sharing what God is doing within their ministry. That's what I would love to see. I would love to see this digital media team grow. I would love to see this digital media team have probably about 10 people just doing the Facebook and the Instagram, our email blast, just working on our website and constantly updating our website. I would love to see cameras, all over the sanctuary in a Sunday service, and actually having people experience a live worship while they're sitting there, wherever they are. Digital media is so important to connect with people from all over the world. And I just want to see this ministry just grow. I just want to see people just understanding what Grace Bible Church is doing in the Pine Coast community all over the world with these different mission trips. And I just want to see more ministries partner together and do what God is calling them.
Hey everyone, my name is Jeffrey. Most people call me Hefe. And I wanted to let you all know about my internship experience at Grace Bible Church. Receiving this internship was an answered prayer, and it was something that I was longing for the longest, and I'm just so blessed to have gotten this opportunity to serve in this capacity with you all, with such amazing leaders and such creative minds in this church who just loves God and who's loving to serve and just wants to make an impact. Using my gifts, the gifts that God has given me to serve, was just the best thing ever. Prior to me accepting this internship, the graphics and the flyers were for its time. When I came in, I was able to use the skills that I've learned with photography, etc. And even my skills with Photoshop. The flyers I created were visually appealing. I've had a lot of great feedback, and a lot of people coming to me and asking me to do flyers. For example, with the children's ministry, I was able to do a banner for them. And it was the most amazing experience. It was just a project that came out of the blue. But I feel like it was a challenge, and I love challenges, and I was able to use that to bring attention to our vacation Bible school. I sat down and just thought about what the theme of the event is, and what message are we trying to send so that people can understand what is going on, what will be going on in this event. For example, with the Unity in the Community flyer, we were giving away school supplies and backpacks and things of that sort. So why not put a backpack, or even make it seem like there's a whole bunch of school supplies in the background as a theme for the Unity in the Community. With our Facebook Live, I was put in charge of creating a team so that we can be put on a rotation, so that we will be able to effectively post our Facebook Live and have a consistent rolling, so that people who are not able to come to our church, or even people outside of our continent, would even be able to view our services. With this 10-week internship, we've learned so much, and there's so much that can be done and that still needs to be done as well. And we're just so excited for being given the opportunity to make a difference and to make a change and to bring our millennial creativity to the table. So we are looking forward to giving consistent, clean, quality, and just amazing work for the kingdom, so that the viewers and the consumers will see it and be intrigued. So with that, I just want to thank you all for this great opportunity. Thank you so much. We love you.
Hello, and welcome to Grace Bible Church, where we are always living in grace. You might recognize that voice. They sound really familiar. It's my voice from the video announcements. My name is Isaiah Sterling. Hello everyone. Prior to me coming into this internship and my two other peers, the announcements were kind of spotty, as Pastor Lawrence had to do the announcements himself, and it was untimely, it wasn't structured. So Pastor Lawrence would get up and do the announcements, and he'd say, "Hello everyone, blah, blah, blah," and he'd talk, but sometimes it would go on for 5 minutes, and sometimes it would go on for 2. So as I stepped in, the announcements definitely had a cap. The maximum that the announcements could go on for was about 4 minutes. So now that all of us have gathered up and we started this internship, there is already more structure in the announcements every Sunday. This leads to a lot more of a better and precise flow of our itinerary for the day. Following the commencement of video announcements, we were able to post it on Facebook and reach over 1,000 people. To be exact, just about 2,000. And that number is only growing every Sunday as we continue to reach more and more, as our presence is more consistent with Barbara on board, and that allows for the algorithms to be satisfied and us to reach more and more people as Facebook is in our favor. Also, with myself and Jeff coming onto the internship, Jeff definitely pumps out a lot of graphics. He pumps out so many, and with that, I'm tasked with updating the information board, and also Miss Julie is tasked with updating the screens. Jeff is definitely the biggest part in our in-house ads, but I'm just the vessel where I have to put some papers up on the information board and around the building. Now I'd like to touch on what will be of the digital media presence of Grace Bible Church. So we would like to continue our video announcements. We would definitely love to continue reaching more and more people. And I personally believe, my entire team and I all believe that within the next 3 months up to a year, we should be able to reach at least 20 to 30,000 people on Facebook. And as we branch out and touch Instagram, maybe even Twitter, we definitely be able to reach even more people like that. And within the next decade or so, I personally believe that we'd be able to reach millions, and that number will just keep on growing. Also, we'd like to get the video announcements to be posted and sent out along with the newsletter that Barbara is putting together so diligently. We'd like to see people not only reading our newsletters, but also watching the announcements and what's to come in not only our church, but our community. Because that's what God wants. He wants us to not only be a church that worships, but to be a community that brings people in to worship Him. And that's what Grace Bible Church is all about. And last but not least, we'd like to definitely amp up our in-house ads. We'd like to see these flyers plastered on all the walls, even in the restrooms. As crazy as it may sound, we want everyone to come in and see what's going on in our church and in our community. And with all that being said, thank you for this awesome opportunity. Thank you for allowing us to serve you and serve the one above. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
One of the things that really gets me passionate about serving here at Grace Bible Church through the digital media team is just having this one particular memory. And this one particular memory encourages me all the time. I know you guys remember Brother Mark. He was just able to help anybody that needed help, and I know that he was the really big source for when it came to like the technical stuff, like here, our Sunday service through audio. He's the one that helped build the website. He did a lot of different things that I don't even know about till this day. I remember the day that he passed away, and I remember sitting here at his funeral, and I remember Brother Gene up on that stage and just talking to us and talking about all the different things that Brother Mark did. And I just felt so inspired. I felt like, oh my gosh, I need to do something. And I didn't necessarily know what my gift or my calling was at the time, but I remember Brother Gene saying, who is going to fill these shoes? Who is going to take up the baton that Brother Mark has passed on? Who is going to help with whatever he left here? And he started something. His vision was for Grace Bible Church and what we do here, the things that we do here, the way we talk about the Word of God. He wanted that to be spread out all over the world, not just here in Florida. And so he started the audio thing, and then now we're just picking up where he left off with, again, our website, with, again, our Facebook Live, with, again, just all of our social media platforms, with, again, just the technology stuff that are growing within Grace Bible Church, video announcements, or whatever that looks like. We are the ones that's picking up the baton and just carrying on his legacy. And this is what gets me excited about putting together this digital media team and having a ministry flourishing and helping with marketing, what's happening within the church, helping promote the different things that God is doing within the church, and helping push people to share their testimonies so other people can be blessed, and for them to get up off their feet and just serve the Lord in this church or wherever else they're called to serve. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Grace Bible Church.
That's funny.